This is a simple example of an opening range breakout system, the type that is outlined in Toby Crabel's book, Day Trading with Opening Range Breakout and Price Patterns. And I have to tell you, it's an extraordinary book. Now, I know that there are people who are looking for different types of trading methods, especially day trading, intraday methods, and looking for ways to profit in the markets. Well, follow the example of someone that runs a multi-billion-dollar hedge fund, and that's Mr. Crabel. As you can see here, I've set this up, and this is the same type of, this is an indicator in combination with the trading system that you will get here. You can see this is an opening range has been set up, and through this, at that price, which can also be adjusted. You can adjust the threshold. If it wants to go a certain percentage beyond that price, that's no problem either. You can set that up and you can experiment and tweak it to your liking. As you can see here, it turns out that this particular price line ended up being more like support and a short-term breakthrough support, and then coming back up to close, and this, quite obviously, that trade is a loss. We'll go back here and we'll see a wider range. You see the ranges adjust themselves, and it keeps with the volatility of the market, which is very important. You saw this one, as you can see, I know you saw it before I even came here. This is obviously one that's it's got a pretty wide range for that day. Here we go. Here's another losing trade. This is a losing trade here, where we look at the line where we'd like to see a breakout, an opening range breakout, and it turns out that it ends up being resistance, bounces back down, closes out the trade at a loss. Okay, you can think of these as the opening range breakouts, highs and lows as you go along. Now you can also use this in combination with other things you may happen to be looking at. I've got the Dow as basically on a 5-minute chart here, just so you get an indication of the intraday action. I'm going to go back here. You can see there's a big drop the first 5 minutes of the market down to our level, selling off at a profit. This is end of the day close. Again, other adjustments can be made there as well. Interesting how often it turns out that that particular point it gets bounced off of, which means you can tweak that even more if you wish. No problem whatsoever. Let's take a look here. Big range there. Big range that day. Just peaked up over the surface. Goes down, comes back up. So we have a little drawdown in that particular day. All right. I know you were thinking, hey, it'd be nice to see a winner. Well, here you go. Here's an example here where we rush up to the upside. And a lot of times you may think that you might not have much upside momentum after a big bar like that, especially early in the morning, if you may think it's a report day or something. But as you can see, we moved up almost another 300 points beyond where we were at the breakout point itself. So that was a good thing. And I'm just scrolling through here to give you some examples. You can see the various ranges. And the good thing about this is it's a dynamic system. And I have to tell you from my own personal experience that much of the trading that I do, intraday or even position trading, is based on a breakout of some range at some point in time. It can be an opening of a month. It could be the opening of a week, breakouts from those particular places are extremely important and very, very profitable. In forex trading, there are some breakouts that I take that are, based upon the open of the London session, especially for trading euro dollar, US dollar. You see here, and this is just with, this is not with an actual something that you would, be trading. This is the Dow with no tweaks or anything, and you could trade it using the diamonds if you wanted to. I'll just scroll through here. Here's another example of a winning trade. You'll see, and you'll start to notice patterns and themes too as things go through. You'll find out, once you look at the bigger picture, you'll know which direction to take. And a lot of times I have to admit that it makes perfectly good sense to let the trend be your friend. So in this case, for instance, that's just a sideways day. You expect to get whipsawed on those days. Okay, that's all within a 100-point range. That's nothing necessarily exciting. Down day. Kind of a break-even day actually there for the Dow. Down here with a little bit more added to the threshold. So back to what I was saying about the breakouts themselves, taking them in the general direction of the trend. So if you're looking at monthly, weekly, narrowing it down to daily to 60 minutes, and everything's looking good as far as confirmation of a trend, then you just take the trade in that particular direction. Well, that's it. Just wanted to give you a quick overview of the system that's included. I'm going to be doing some additional tweaks to this system, and I can add some additional filters as well. I'm not much for filtering. It's almost too much like curve fitting. I like to trade systems raw, even though it feels nerve-wracking at first. Over the long run, you'll just find out that they end up being very profitable, because you don't end up filtering out a lot of good trades, and that's what a lot of filters do, unfortunately, is they filter out a lot of good trades. All right, that's it. Thanks.